A very good day to all our listeners. UCS is back again with another informative episode on the fear or the stigma associated with filing a complaint under the POSH Act. I am Shishmita, a corporate lawyer and a trainer at UCS. We have today with us Kaveri, my colleague, who is also a corporate lawyer and a trainer at UCS. Hi Kaveri, how are you?
Hi Sushmita, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you, Kaveri. Have you ever come across a situation where a complainant tells you that, she regrets having filed a complaint due to the stigma that gets associated to her thereafter? The reason I'm asking you this is because recently someone I know had filed a complaint against her colleague, and now she feels that she had rather just kept quiet. What are your thoughts on this, Kaveri?
Well, Sushmita, I have come across such incidents as an external member. And in fact, one such incident happened very recently. Often, even before a complaint is filed, employees in an organization kind of know what has happened between the parties. After that, once the complaint is filed, there is curiosity about what is happening in the case. It's something very natural. Everybody wants to know what is happening, they gossip about it, they comment, and because of which the complainant at one point might feel, oh God, why did I even file this complaint? Had I just kept quiet or brushed it aside, I wouldn't have been questioned and gossiped about in office. And sometimes she could also feel, depending on the environment in the organization, that people would not look at me like a troublemaker. But I ask, how much must one keep quiet and to what extent? And how much must someone just keep brushing wrong things that happen to them under the carpet? If you have been wronged, should you not get that relief that you deserve? Sometimes keeping quiet or ignoring will only give the perpetrator more courage to continue his actions towards you, repeating such behavior with other women.
I agree, Kaveri. But sometimes don't you think that, for the silliest of things, a complaint is filed with the IC? Probably something could have been done to settle the matter between two the people instead of, escalating it within the company.
Well, whether the issue for which the complaint is filed is a trivial one or a very serious one, it is not for someone else to decide. The person on whom this act was committed must decide the gravity of the issue, and if she feels that the complaint needs to be filed, she must do so. Why I say this is, for some people in an organization, the matter may be really silly or small, but for somebody else, it may not be so. Each person who works in an organization comes from different backgrounds, cultures, and what is okay for one person may not be so for another. Further, to settle the matter amicably, like you said, the POSH Act also has a provision for conciliation prior to the inquiry. So, when there is a law and it is made for an employee's benefit, why not make use of it for the right reasons? However, I do feel that the mindset of employees must be changed in a very progressive manner. And to bring about this, organizations must sensitize their employees. Training sessions for employees on POSH must be conducted to make employees understand the law, their rights, duties, and responsibilities. By doing so, an organization can curtail unwanted acts from happening on its premises, and even if something like this happens, the manner in which to handle such a situation sensitively will be known. Sensitizing employees will also enable to negate gossip and hostility towards the complainant or towards the person who has committed the act of sexual harassment, which is the respondent. So you see how important it is that employees in an organization are sensitized.
I agree, Kaveri. In fact, thinking about what happened to me when I was in college, I was an intern and I was sexually harassed by an associate at the firm I was interning in, but I never knew. I never knew my rights. This was not made known to me by the firm either. So when all of this happened, I didn't have a forum to go and voice out what had happened to me. And then after I
And
came,
I'm sure you also must have had the fear, right?
yeah, that's what happened later on once I found out about the Posh Act and the action that can be taken. And the stigma that was associated with it, right? Like, I don't want to be a troublemaker, be known as that girl that, stirred up things in
Right.
the company. So, which is why I kept silent. And this is something I regret even to this day, because once I voiced out my opinion, did other women come forward, and it was so horrific to know that there were about 4 to 5 other interns who were sexually. So it is very imperative that people talk about these instances, go and file a complaint with the IC so that appropriate action can be taken and to curtail
Such
future, yeah,
things
like
from
further
happening.
incidents from happening. I mean, yeah, so I really do agree that people should talk about this and not be worried about what other people say. Thank you, Kavri, for this wonderful session. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you found this episode to be informative and interesting. Please voice out if you are facing any sexual harassment at your workplace. The law is made for your benefit. And organizations, if you need help in sensitizing your employees, please reach out to UCS and we will be glad to help. Let's build a happy and respectful workplace. Do get in touch with us with your queries, suggestions, and feedback by emailing us at admin@upseedconsulting.com or writing to us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. We will be back again soon with another interesting topic. Wishing you all a great day ahead.